Welcome to my new video. In today's video, we have discussed about one DSA based problem, which name is can you find the sum? Okay, so so this is the description of this problem. First, we understand description, and then after understanding the description, we have check the sample input and output and understand question very well. Then after we think that which data structure is apply, that this problem is solved in brute force or not, all things. So first of all, understand the description. Tina is very good at competitive programming. Okay, she solved enough problems on arrays and her friend want to test her knowledge in arrays. So gave her following task. So what task? First is the problem is given an array A having n integers. It means from first line we have understand that one array is given of n size. Okay, for each element I, it means for each element, okay, there is one based indexing is starting from 1. Okay, find x plus y. We have to find x plus y. So what we have to do? First we have to know that what is x and what is y. So where x is the largest number less than I, what is x? X is the largest number lesser than I. Okay, such that the value of our x is the greater than a of I. Okay, so let me take the new page, not on this. So this is the first task. So from this task, what we have understood, our we have to find x plus y. So we have to know that what is x and what is y. So here are some condition is giving for x and y. So there is, I write for x, here is y. So what is x? So first is the x is the largest number. X is a number which is lesser than I. It means our x is less than I. This is the first condition. What mean by lesser than I? Means this is present on the left side. Okay, lesser than I means present on left side. You can say in an array, like if we have given some array, my I at, if my I at this position, so in the left all values are the, all indexing values are the less than our I value. Okay, so now come on second condition. Second condition is the value in our array of x. You can say x is also an index. Okay, x is the largest index which is less than our given index, or you can say our given, okay, given index, and the value of our x, array of x, is, sorry, is greater than array of I. So there are two condition. From two condition we reach the conclusion that what is the conclusion for x. If like we have given some array. Okay, first of all we understand what is x, what is y, then we take an example of this. Now come on, y is the smallest number greater than I. What is y? Y is the number is small but greater than I. Okay, then such that our array of y, what is our array of y, is greater than array of I. So these both condition if satisfied, then the value called y, and if this both condition is satisfied, then value called x, and we have to return x plus y for each element of the array. Okay, so this is the all about description. Now come on the input. What is input? So this is the input. So this is the input. So first of all I create a one array of size 5. So our first value, what is our first value? First value is 5, second is 4, 1, then 3, then 2. Now I find x and y values for, here I write x value and y value for every I value. Okay, so this is my table which I draw. Okay, so here is the I value. Okay, so first of all my I value is at this index. From these two conditions we have understand that we have to find, from this condition we can get this conclusion as like we have to find the largest number which is lesser than I, and the value of this number is greater than I. It means overall we have to find the next greater element on the left side. This is our x value. Okay, this is what is our index of the next greater value in left side. Okay, clear? From these two conditions what we have to find, the maximum near next greater elements index from our current element. Okay, and y is the just opposite next greater element on right side, because we have to find y which is greater than I. Greater than I means right side, and y is the smallest, or smallest mean nearest. Like, what mean by this? Here see that y is greater than I. Like, if I write one array, think that our I is here. Okay, this is my I pointer. So my I is here, I have to find y. So this is, like, this is 5 length. So y is greater than I, it means y is present on the right side of our current element, because in left side of the current element, our which value we have take as a which index we take, it is smaller than I. So we have to find the greater than I, so this side, and we have to find smallest y. Smallest y in it means near to I. Which element, which index is near to I is the smallest and greater than y. Both condition are first condition are satisfied. Now come on, second condition is what? The value of this index is also greater than y. It means for y we have, what we have to find? We have to find the next greater elements index from current element. This is the conclusion. Okay, I hope the conclusion is clear. Now from dry run we can understand more. So first of all, if okay, now come on, second condition. If there is no x less than I, such that there is no element which is present, then x equal to take -1, and same for y. If we do not get any x and y values, so we take as a -1. Okay, so now we try run. So now our first element, what is our first element? Please note that indexing starting from 1. So my first I value is the 1. So my first I value is the 1. Now I find the x value for my first I value. So what is x value? I tell that x value is the, means in left side for this 5, for every element we have to find two values. One is x, one is y. So x value is what? Left next greater element in left side of its current element index. So there is no element in the left side of 5. So the x value for is this is, you can say -1. If there is no existence of any value, you can take as a -1. Now check for y value. So what I said, that next greater element on its right index. So there is any greater element on right side which is greater than our current element, which value is 5. No, so we take y as -1. Clear? This is our first. Now come on the second. Okay, now our pointer is here. Now our I value is 2. Now what mean by x? X is the, what mean by x? X is the next greater element, next greater elements index, not element, next greater elements index in right, in left side. So here is any greater value is present from our current element. Yes, 5 is present. What is the index of 5? it, Please note that indexing is one based indexing, so the index of 5 is 1. So okay, we write x as a 1. Clear? Now come on y. Y, for y what we check? We check on right side that any greater element from our current element is present. No, there is no element which is greater than 4. So we have directly write -1. Clear? Now come on this. What? Now come on the third. Our I value is at third pointer. Sorry, the no pointer. Our I value is 3. Now come on x. For x, what I said, our x is the largest number. First of all, x is largest number but less than I. So what here? If I write indexing, sorry, I have used other color. This is indexing, okay, which I have write with red pen. Now, so you can see that this is my current element. You, there are two possibilities for x, 1 and 2. If I take indexing, okay, because both values are greater than 1. So what I take, I have to take largest value. So this is the largest value. It means this is the next just nearest greater element. So nearest greater element, and this is also the value of this index is greater than our value of this index. So this is our final x value. So our x value is 2. Okay, so now same procedure for y. Check on the right side which is the next greater, or you can say nearest greater element, index of the nearest greater element. So what is the nearest greater element? 3, and index is the 4. So value is 4. Now our I becomes 4. Now our I becomes this. Now check on the left side which is greater. 1 is not greater, 4 is greater. Yes, we take index of 4. This is 2. Now on right side there is no greater element, we take -1. Okay. So now our pointer on last. So there is on left side which is next greater element is 3. So our x value is 4, and there is any element on right side, no, -1. So from this is the dry run of this question. I hope the question is clear. Now I don't have to return x and y, I have to return x plus y for every element. So for first element, what is x plus y? -1 plus -1 is -2. For second element, what is x? 1 and -1, this is becomes 0. For third element, x and y is 6, and fourth element, x and y is 1, and for fifth element this is 3. So what is our answer? Answer is -2, 0, 6, 1 and 3. Now let's check it. -2, 0, 6, 1 and 3. Our answer is -2, 0, 6, 1 and 3. Okay. So I hope the question is clear. Now come on the code part of this question. So there is two approach. One is brute force approach. I only discuss about brute force approach, not write any pseudocode type. So what is brute force approach? Brute force approach is to you have run a loop for every, like for every, sorry, for every I value, run a loop from I minus 1 to 0, and one loop from I plus 1 to n, and check this is our x value, this is y value. When you find any greater than value, you can break our loop and count. You can count take as a in n separate array, and this is same for y. Okay, this is brute force approach, which take, you can say, n square time, or which takes I time. Okay, so here our constants, you can see our constants are 10 to the power 6. If our code is running on 10 to the power 12, sorry, if our code is running on n square, it becomes 10 to the power 12. And in Python, 1 second is approximate equal to 10 to the power 7 or 10 to the power 8. So if I have divide, so what is my answer? I have take 10 to the power 12 time, and in Python 1 second is 10 to the power 8. So when I divide it, this become 10 to the power 4 seconds. It is very high time. Okay, so now come on the optimal approach. So we have solved some questions in stack is next greater element. So now we have followed this approach. So what I do, if I write pseudo code, you have to create, like pseudo code is, first of all define next greater element on, you can say, left side or right side. First of all I check for left side. So you can traverse array, and I write only steps. Please try to convert into codes. Okay, then take one stack, take one result array, and some, like if I write what is our loop, then take here while condition, if length of stack, then pop stack, then append. In this case, please remember that do not take values in stack, take indexes in stack, because we have to return x and y as an index. Okay, so take indexes in stack. If I like, if I write complete code for one on left side, then you can try. So if I write, I take one stack, then I take one result array, I take -1. Initially I take all for all -1, then I run a loop for I in range. So if I write a code for like one function, next greater element on left side, so let me write it. I create one stack in which I initially put 0, because the for first element there is no element in left side. So I put indexes. One thing, remember one thing, put indexes in stack, because we have to return the indexes, not the values. But on checking time, when you are popping from stack, you check the values. Okay. So result array is the, you can say, one result array. I take -1 into n. If I do not have, if I can't get any greater than value for any value, so directly it take -1. Okay. If I take result array, you can take empty result array and then append it both ways. Like for I in range, I starting from 1, because there is no element in left side for first element, 1 to n. Then what I write, while sorry, while length of stack is not equals to 0 and our stack peak value, if our stack peak value is greater than or equals to our array of, we have to find next greater element. So in stack we have to maintain the greater values. So if the values is like, if, if my value is small, sorry, before this, if my values are, means from stack I have to, do not confuse here, from stack I have to push the useful things. What is useful? Useful is the, if I have get any greater value I have to push, and if the value in stack is lesser than our element I have to pop. So this is the all. Now what, stack dot pop, otherwise then check after completing, if length of stack not length of stack is not equals to 0, it means there is some greater element is present. So what I do, result of IE equals to stack of peak. This stack of peak is given me index and I have to plus 1 because I have to start from one based indexing. Okay, then what, stack dot push index. So that's code about the nearest greater on left side. This is what nearest greater on left side. You can write nearest greater for on right side. Then what you do, you get two arrays. One is x array from first function, other is y array from second function. Call both function and create two arrays x and y. Then what you do, for I in range and print the x plus y, means x of I plus y of I. Take one element of this, one is this. Take one element of this, one element of this, one element of this, and print it on screen. So thanks. That's all about this question. I hope all concepts are clear. Thanks.